Oh. God damn it! It's not fair.
It's good to be back. Oh, hello everyone, and welcome to the Funky Panther, coming from Fort Worth, Texas. We have got probably the best show of all time here, as the King returns on episode 134.
No.
Children.
Oh, I don't have it plugged in.
Oh, come on.
Oh, no.
Yeah, come on. Who's the amateur now?
Well, I got it plugged into my phone because I was testing something out.
Okay, gotcha.
So, yeah, I'm sorry. I got to move the kids' cheer over to the other thing and do the thing.
Well,
hooray!
well, it's good to be back as much as Javier wishes I was still gone. So let's get into it, everybody. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. I'm Chad.
I'm upset.
And I'm Tim.
And we are, I guess,
the Funky Panther!
Are you just mad because he's got a crown?
Yes.
I told
He took it off right before we went on live.
Do you want a tiara?
Give me a fucking tiara.
Are you
I'm a
like Amy
princess.
Farrah Fowler?
Give me a tiara and a sash.
I've never really seen a Big Bang Theory.
Why? It's
Because
really fucking good.
it
That's
seems
our no.
That's like white people living single.
Shut up. It's not.
Actually, Friends is white people living single.
You should watch Big Bang.
I like the only Big Bang I like is on Pornhub. Anyways, don't adjust your screens. Turn that color all the way up because you can't see this pale son of a bitch. But he's got some red to him. Look at your fist. Look at your fingers. What the fuck, man? Did you finger a ghost?
Pink. I got pink on the
Holy
cruise.
fuck, that's weird. No, look at your fingers.
Your fingers.
It's
your
the lighting.
No.
Oh
It's
my
because the light's
God.
here, and then I move it forward.
No,
so strange.
it still stays white.
Oh, fuck me. It's great to be back.
Don't dust your camera, guys. Chad's back. So, welcome back, Chad.
Hey, thank you. So glad to be here. Sincerely. Even though...
I will say this. I do want to get this out of the way. You missed out on a great celebration on the 10th, so Wednesday.
Yeah, last week.
For a podcast and PBR, man. It was such a great turnout. Thank you so much to Cowtown Coliseum and our Champagne aunt, Robin, for doing the damn thing, putting it together. Man, props to everybody that showed up and all the new podcasts and people we met. It was great meeting everybody, and man, it was such a good time. And it really sucks you missed out. You would have had a great time. It was a lot of fun.
I was feeling the FOMO. So on the cruise ship, when you connect to Wi-Fi to see what's going on in the cruise, what events and things are happening, you can get notifications for some reason, but you can't text or anything. I'll get a notification, I'll click on it, and it goes nowhere because I don't have any internet because it's too fucking expensive. So, but I was getting notifications, and so that day, man, I was getting so much FOMO. It was just so and so's following you, so and so's following you. Oh, you've been tagged. I was like, oh my god, they're having a fucking blast. Yeah. They're having a great time.
Yeah, it was such a great time. And man, I was better than I was last year. I didn't black out or anything. It was just
congratulations, man. I'm proud of you.
Thank you so much. But it was finally great meeting the guys from the RAP podcast. Osos were there. Lyrical was there from TFTI.
I heard there's a lot of new podcasts.
There was
man.
a lot of new ones,
which is good.
All right, I'm gonna sound really
old.
Here we go.
No. I expected them to recognize who we were whenever I said, "Oh, we're with the Funky Panther," and the response I got with a lot of
Crickets.
it was like, "So what are y'all? What are y'all?"
Oh my god!
I know.
What?
Yeah. And
you
I was
should
just
burn the motherfucker down at that point, right then.
I was like,
burn
do
the
you
place down.
not know who we are? We're 4-time winners of Best Of here in Fort Worth.
Don't you know who I am?
I didn't have to contend with.
I'm Queen Tim.
I didn't
of
have
the
to
Funky Panther.
I didn't have to. Did not have to contend with Andrew because he was on a trip to Big Ben.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, all the guys from Fort Worth Roots, and then
Fort Worth
did
Famous,
Susie from Fort Worth Famous go?
Yeah.
No,
and the guys from JJTM?
Yeah, they were all there. So it felt like this.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
And I was like, so sad. And then I went and got a drink, and I was even more sad.
Why is that?
Dude, It was $25
Oh, yeah.
for a fucking double.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I got a double of whiskey on the rocks, and I paid $25. It's like, well, I guess I'm only drinking one tonight.
Can I tell you, I spent $400 that night.
Are you
Shut
fucking
up.
I spent
kidding me?
$400. $200 of that I paid for some studio time for J Boy, but like the rest were like drinks.
What do you mean you paid for studio time for
I
J-Boy?
got J Boy some studio time. He's
Oh.
I was really drunk and in the mood.
I thought you were getting yourself studio
No,
time
no.
for J-Boy
I
to produce your
recognize-
next rap song.
I recognize greatness, and I was like, "This is." And I had been making pretty good money, and I'm like, you know what? It's either this or like OnlyFans. Here you go.
Good for you, man.
Kidding.
That's nice.
I'm kidding.
So
That's
J Boy's gonna get some studio time. Good on him.
Yeah.
Good on him.
And can we talk about it, or are we waiting?
What are we talking about?
You know.
No, let's talk about it. Because I assumed y'all were going to talk about it a little bit more.
We've already talked about it.
Did we?
Yes, when J Boy was here.
Oh man, that was just a blur.
It was a blur because a certain
Except for
somebody,
J Boy's performance.
a
it was
certain
such a
a certain somebody got a little messed up.
I got to listen. I couldn't see it live, obviously, but I
Yeah.
listened to the Tim cut,
I believe it's archived somewhere on YouTube. You can watch it.
and it was different. I will say though,
Thank
just
you.
that aside, I mean, you did a great job editing, I believe. But the people that filled in, Jesus, Angie, J-Boy, Jared, I love y'all. That was the best performance. Like everything from like the oh hello start, you know what I mean? Loved it. From the like saying the knows what Tim, like all of it. I loved it. I was so impressed, and I love you all three so very much.
My request for everyone, I said, they're like, how do we prep? What do I do? And I'm like, you're the Chad.
Yeah,
That's it.
yeah.
You're
So, method act, go and watch a bunch of Chad
yeah.
and then come back and act like him.
And
mean,
I heard Angie had like the attire and everything.
She
yeah.
did. Have the glasses,
Glasses.
the hat, the shirt. Like it was perfect. It was spot on.
she had the
so cool.
clear glasses like
She
she used
did.
to have.
Oh, yeah.
And then bought the shirt. She's like, well, I bought a shirt that was too big. And then I was like, but it still looks like Chad, so we're all good.
I love it.
It was such a
so
great
cool.
time, though. Thank you so much for all the guests that came and guest hosted. I really did want to reiterate they were guest hosts. They weren't like
They weren't
of the
guests.
Funky
You
Panther.
tried to make them a guest.
No, I
though,
didn't.
on a
Well,
couple-
Oh, y'all
you
did
know-
the whole Funky Five with Jared. But I mean, he did make a good point. He's been on here like 4 or
yeah,
5
we never
times,
did that.
and we've
Yeah, we never did it with
done
them. Yeah.
But I mean, it's it was a lot of fun, and thank you so much for the guys that came on. And Angie did such a great job. Jay Boy did such a great job.
Cheers to y'all.
And we really appreciate you. Like it means a lot. But also, yeah, it was great from the group text. Our group chat, $35 for a shot and a drink. Yes, very expensive. And Vanya was over there too, so it was really cool
Oh,
seeing
nice.
her.
Good.
Man, she got. I can't say that.
But you know what? You know what a lot of others don't have that we do?
This episode's sponsored by Small Dick Condoms. They're the only condoms I use, mostly because they're the only condoms that actually fit me.
Yeah. So they don't have the small dick condom sponsor. Chad, I would like to apologize. While you were gone, I took the liberty to abuse your voice. And
Oh,
you
I
know-
noticed.
You know what's funny about 11 Labs, and that's what I've been using. Anybody can do it. You can take our audio and start making things if you
Shut
wanted
the
to.
fuck up, dude.
I'm not giving you permission. I'm just saying. But there's a little checkbox. It's like, do you have permission to use this audio? And I'm like, well, yes, I do. I do have permission.
I'm gonna sue you
I have explicit permission.
for likeness of voice.
You're gonna do a voice of chat. I designate Tim to take control of my voice.
Right.
It's like,
So
sir.
it's kind of funny, you know, on the very first episode while I was out, you started the episode with me and you having a conversation about you like cut the
Yeah.
you know, and I thought it sounded like me a little bit. Like you
Sure.
could definitely tell the likeness, right?
Yeah.
But that one and a couple others, like,
Yeah,
you've
they're
gotten
getting- they're
good.
getting better. They're
that
getting
sounds
better.
just like me, and I
All
don't
right.
fucking like it.
Just even if you have a small dick, you can still have Big Panther energy. That does not.
They're
does
two
not
different things.
Change anything.
Big
It's
Panther
still the
energy
same.
is a state of mind.
We have 3 men here, and 2 of us have not so, big things, right? But we still have Big Panther energy,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I'm so glad that Javier and you have Big Panther energy. because I don't have any of the energy actually.
God. Oh God.
It was cool though, man. What else? We'll get into you, I guess.
I mean,
what did we do this weekend?
Jesse's birthday's today, so happy birthday
Happy
to Jesse.
birthday,
Happy
Jesse.
birthday, Jesse.
Yeah, what did we get into this week?
Well, you helped me finish up the bathroom.
That's why we didn't come on last.
That's why we didn't come on.
Oh, is that why?
Yeah, because we were finishing up the bathroom.
It looks phenomenal. Your,
So-
your whole
so
place
much.
is coming
Yeah.
together. It looks great.
A job that should have taken only a few hours. Of course, you run into problems, and you have to adapt and overcome. And that meant that we had to sacrifice
Overcome.
one of our shows. And granted, we didn't prepare for a show anyways. We didn't have anybody to come on.
True.
It was just going to be Javier and myself just talking. So
Talking. Oh, hello. I'm Tim. My balls just dropped. Oh, look at me.
I burped as I was trying to
You
talk.
can't do a single thing on this damn podcast without getting called out.
Pussy. No, yeah, man. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. You and Jesse did so much, and we were, me and Tamflu, we were very grateful for you guys. And, of course, you see what we did with the living room.
It looks good.
Yeah. It
I
looks
did
real
think,
good.
we put a different table on the back behind the couch, and she has 4 chairs set there. I'm like, you know what? If we would have, that would have been a great podcast table for just the 3 of us, like facing. But I mean, I think we talked about it at the podcast in PPR, but I think we only told J-Boy, but we'll get into it a little later. In a couple
I love that
months.
idea of like a bar table behind the couch because you got a big ass couch going to fit a lot of people.
Yeah.
But then you also have like additional seating and like you can like eat some food right there and watch TV and stuff. It's the setup's great.
I'm gonna get rid of the living room table. Get a more narrow, longer table.
You're finally going to get rid of that beast of a table.
Dude, that thing's coming close to falling apart.
Dude,
from
if
the
you move it,
times.
it's going to fall.
Yeah, I mean, whenever Jesse and Tammy tried to move
Yeah.
it from painting the walls,
Yeah.
like they were like, we thought it was gonna like break apart. So it's really
It's time.
yeah. And
it is
I was
time.
the entire time I was thinking, make the space your own. So I was like, okay, well, hopefully I'm still here.
And
by
we've
the
been
time-
saying that
Yeah,
for
yeah.
some time. Like you
And-
don't have to look. You don't have to put a whole lot of money into it, but just make it your own. You've been in this house for quite some time now,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah. But it's coming out
And
great.
it is, it is.
I love it. It's coming together, and she did got a new rug, got that
Yeah, I like the road shit.
shelf over there, and it looks great. Did a great job. Put in a lot of work. I've been working a lot, so I mean I've been kind of tired from everything, but
Yeah.
it was worth the
But
sacrifice.
it is worth-
and I
it is worth
appreciate
it.
Thank you for helping us out.
You're very welcome, sir.
Yeah, so,
I hope you learned a little.
I
gave-
did. I really did.
I gave Javier some tasks.
Oh,
I
yeah?
made him cut tile and all that stuff.
Really
so
good. I'm really
nice.
good at cutting tile with a Dremel.
Very nice.
And put some grout
yeah.
with the tile and did it myself. And
But we
it was-
learned that you don't press on the tile when you're
Correct.
grouting. If
Yeah.
you're grouting right after you lay the tile, it's actually supposed to sit for like 24 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they were like, "No, we're gonna go ahead and do this because we're over it." And I'm like, "All right, whatever."
Yeah. And then like for me, what else? Rescued a kitten.
Oh yeah.
We named him Weatherford because he was on Weatherford. Had to stop
Are you
traffic.
keeping him?
Yeah, we're keeping him.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, good for you.
So
How's it getting along with the girls?
they're fucking hissing. They're fucking being bitches to him. He's just like he's hissing back though. So like
Oh, he's a feisty little
they
guy.
will get into. We got a big enclosure for him, and they're just like, and then they're going back and forth. It's just so fucking funny, and just seeing a kitten kitten's 3 weeks old, and so literally crossing the street on Weatherford, and almost getting hit with a car, like close.
Yeah.
So,
Well, good on you for
yeah.
stopping those cars and causing that accident to kill some people
Hey, what the
just to get that kitty out of
Hey,
the way because
Pets
worth
are
it.
better. Pets are better than humans.
Some
are
humans.
trash.
Some-
All humans.
okay. Dogs for sure. Cats, I don't know.
Hey, yo, man. Fuck you. Yeah,
I'm just gonna
totally.
say it. I don't really feel like I'm family when I'm at Olive Garden.
Yeah, that's fair enough,
I
Chad.
agree.
I don't either.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so what did you guys do over the?
Yeah,
I mean, I didn't have much going on other than the PBR event that we went and did.
yeah.
Outside of that, I mean, really, I didn't have much of a weekend.
so we want to talk about the PBR thing a little bit?
I think we should.
Yeah. So get into it.
All right, so we had Chad Drury,
Chad and Addie
Chad and
Drury.
Addie Drury.
Yeah.
They are stock contractors for PBR, and we had a nice 30-minute interview with them. Over the next couple of days, Chad just did one today. We're going to be doing another one on Saturday. We're going to combine those interviews up, and we're going to release one episode that's going to be showcasing what PBR's brought. But it was nice, man. We were in the bowels of Dickies.
Yeah, it was cool.
Where the chutes, where the bulls come through the little chutes, and they had this little podcast set up, the PBR Podcast Network, which I guess we're officially a part of the PBR Podcast Network, which is pretty cool.
Which means we're technically a part of PBR.
We are, and we got to participate this year like we did last year.
Media, bitch!
We got media passes.
Where's our media passes? We need
There are one from last year's over there.
Yeah, we have media passes.
I got mine in my car.
Mine too.
One thing I did learn, because one of my friends is doing media stuff as well, and you got to hide your media credentials if you drink on the concourse.
Oh, really?
Yeah, hide them.
Okay.
They don't want you flashing
know.
media, and then so
Okay.
hide your passes. Hide your passes. Anyways,
I mean, I get it. I see why.
so we got to learn a lot about the stock contracting aspect, and he actually, I don't want to give it all away, but he kind of, we had some misconceptions about bulls, and he was able to put some of those to rest.
Yeah.
And just kind of the ins and outs of what it takes to be a stock contractor for PBR. Great family dynamic. You can look up their bull Hard to Labor. There's a great story about that. If you just type in hard labor, PBR bull, and you can read all about it. It's awesome. But bulls are puppies. That's what we found out.
Apparently. Yeah, and then today I had the opportunity to interview Lindsay Rosser-Sumter, which Priscilla from Truth Be Told interviewed last year, but she is the commissioner of the Women's Rodeo World Championship.
Okay.
And so, like, she was talking about the $750,000 purse that is up for grabs. And, obviously we
It's a
kind
big
of
deal.
go towards the bull riding and things like that because it's a big deal. But there's a whole nother side to it.
Oh, yeah.
And she's kind of creating this, like, drive behind women's rodeo in the sport and making sure that they're getting paid properly and making sure that there's, like, a lot of visibility to it. And it was really good conversation.
Dude, breakaway roping is actually really fucking cool.
Yeah.
That's an awesome event that they do at the Fort Worth Stock Show and Rodeo, and I'm glad it's finally getting some attention because it really is. It does showcase that these women can do some pretty amazing
They're
stuff.
fast as shit.
If not
Like,
better, man. I mean, honestly, the way
Yeah.
they maneuver is like a lot better than men.
I know. Like, I was talking to her about it and, like, how, like, okay, bull riding, it's just, like, powerful. You just got to stay on, whatever, okay? But, like, she was saying that, like, the world record for breakaway roping was actually, she said she thinks it was here in Fort Worth at in Stockyards or whatever.
It was.
It was 1.4 seconds.
Yes.
So, like, from them leaving the gate with their horse to, like, roping the calf and then it
Or
breaking
steer,
off
yeah.
the thing. Yeah. Yeah, it was nuts. 1.4 seconds. So it's just as crazy. It's just a different type of sport, like
Right.
Yeah, but very cool conversation.
I love it.
These are all going to be on next week's episode, right? We're going to have a PBR only. We're going to congregate or consolidate the 3 episodes. We don't know who we're going to interview this Saturday, though.
Yeah,
That's
we do.
still.
Yeah, let me read the notes real quick.
I don't think we do. I was talking to Robin today.
No, I have the notes. They sent it to me earlier.
Today?
It says here, John Bon Jovi with Coldplay's Chris Martin.
How did I not expect you to
That's
just
so
say
weird.
something
Also, a special guest
obnoxious?
appearance from Anna Nicole Smith.
I heard that. Wow, I heard that Charlie Sheen was going to come too.
Of course.
Oh, and Nicolas Cage. I'm a cat. I'm a cat. I'm a feisty cat. Have y'all watched that movie already?
Yes. I love it.
It's so fucking good.
Good. Sorry.
great.
Okay, now let's talk about what you did, Chad, over the month.
We want to talk about that or just talk about the past week?
No, man, I think we should. Get into
dive
like,
into-
look,
Because
they kind of know, but not everybody knows. You were gallivanting around.
Gallivanting.
You were gallivanting around
around
the world,
Puss and Boots.
and you had some worldly travels.
yeah, so I was gone a month with just a few days in between the 2 trips.
And now the king is back.
the king has returned. The king has returned. I'm back,
King
baby.
of my dick, motherfucker.
I was like, how can I piss Javier off the most? I'm gonna put an X on his face and put a crown on mine and say the
of
king
shit.
has returned. It worked, obviously.
I should have downloaded the Lion King song, whatever. It's so great to be king.
So the first trip, We've had Jesus and Crystal both on the show. Jesus was one of the original OG Funky Panther members.
And Crystal has a missing episode.
And Crystal has an episode that never saw the light of day. Our friends that we've talked about, we go see them in Egypt. We love them very much. I've gone to see them in Egypt twice. And this time I was like, nothing against Egypt, but I want to do something different because there's only so much desert I can see. Yeah. And so they were talking about going to Europe, and I was like, you know what? I would love to go back to Europe, but like I want to do like Eastern Europe that I have not done. And so we ended up going to a few cities in Czech Republic. We started at Prague. We took a train over to Pilsen and went to the original, was it Pilsner Urquell, which is like the OG. They created the Pilsner. And what beers do we generally drink?
Pilsner.
Pilsner is like the number one beer.
Chad, I want to stop you real quick, and I need to ask this question.
Okay.
Did you join a Ukrainian resistance? Are you a Ukrainian resistance fighter now?
I am not, but I saw tons of Ukraine stuff, man. Like fight with Ukraine and like graffiti and signs and banners, and there's quite a bit over there.
God damn. Just thinking about that, I've seen horrible things from that war.
I've seen some good stuff, though, too.
Yeah. I've seen, but I mean, the videos that I've seen are just...
Well, okay.
You don't want to see those videos.
Well, let's not talk about them. Oh. But I just wanted to make sure, like, you didn't come back as a resistance fighter.
No, but like we were
not far.
On the other side, right?
Yeah.
So you've got the countries I was at, and you've got Ukraine, and then Russia's on the other side. It was all pretty close. Obviously, we didn't see anything. I mean, I don't know, whatever.
No.
But we stayed at a hostel. I've never stayed in a hostel before. Pretty interesting.
It seemed like a nice hostel, though. Did you get your own bed? Own room?
I got my own room. I paid a little bit extra. I had my own room, but I didn't have my own bathroom. So I did have to like share. I had to go downstairs. It was like a 4-story building.
I just picture Chad in the hostel like taking a shit. He's like, and it's like farts really loud.
Bro, the floors creaked. Like you could hear someone in the bathroom.
Hey, yo, my boy. Hey, yo, my boy, go to the doctor for that.
Yeah.
Nasty shits.
And these, all the people in the hostel are like these skinny, healthy, like all they do is travel and go from place to place. And I'm whatever. So then Jesus and Crystal had their own room. They had their own bathroom with the jacuzzi tub. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? But
why didn't you get that room?
Because they already got it, and it was the only one. But it's all right. It was still a good time, and at least I could say I had that hostel experience. Sort of, you know?
You know, they got one in Dallas. Whenever Leslie from Cinco Sentidos and DJ, I forgot her name.
Leslie
Nava. So she stays in a hostel over there in Dallas, right by where she performs at the hostel.
Oh, really?
So, yeah. So it's pretty cool.
I would definitely do it again. I know that.
Is it the way to go whenever you travel, though?
I tell you, I cannot do a 6, 8, 16-person room, whatever they are, right? Because there were definitely rooms in there. There were like eight people to a room. And they would have their windows open, and like you could hear all these dudes snoring in one room. I don't know. I just couldn't do it. I don't think I could do it.
Oh, the hand jobs, they're very loud, aren't they?
I couldn't do it either.
Now I could definitely do the hostel thing again, and like it was a 2-person room, and I had 2 people in the room, or
sharing
4, and we're all friends, or something like that. That I don't mind because it really was cheap. It was super cheap, and the place itself is like it was 4 stories, but on the bottom floor they had their own bar. And so as soon as I took my shit upstairs, I came back downstairs. And we just like hung out at the bar and got to meet this guy from Japan and met these people from all over the world that are just traveling through.
Let me ask you this: do they knock time off or money off if you work the bar?
No.
Oh, that'd be cool.
I don't think so. But like everyone that worked there
also stayed there.
They stayed there, so you might be right.
See?
You might be right because the lady or the girl, not lady, she was like this young, early 20-something. She was from like Kentucky that was working the front desk, and she's like, "Oh, where are you from?" And I was like, "Texas." She's like, "Oh, I'm from Kentucky." I was like, "Oh, cool." And at first, I didn't it didn't click, but I was like, "Oh yeah, we're probably the only people here from the U.S. because everyone in the hostel are from all over the world." But yeah, it's pretty cool.
Remember when we went to Europe and I think we were in the metro, or I don't know what they call it, in England, and it was the mother and son duo.
Yeah.
And they had been like backpacking for like 6 months. I think.
remember them. Yeah.
And I was wondering, like, how do you do that? Like, I guess like you work at places like that to earn money, and it was hilarious because remember we were talking to them, and the kid seemed worn out. He's like, shut up, mom. Like, it was so
like
funny.
anyone would be with their mom.
Yeah,
for
oh my God, it's like that movie with Seth Rogen. You and your mom
Guilt
need
trip.
to do that.
We
Y'all
did
need to,
that.
No, like in Europe, not like here in the States.
No way.
Like I think that'd be a pretty cool.
She
thing.
and I went to Nashville, and she had like a 2 hours to drive because I drove all the rest, and she fell asleep and almost killed her. I'm never going on a just her and I trip ever again. No way.
Carolyn, damn it.
Okay, maybe. I don't know. I could probably get talked into it. But
So tell us more. Tell us more about the trip. What else did you experience? Would you go visit? What's new? What new experience?
Wait a second. You went to Bratislava, and I got to ask you,
Did you eat a bratwurst?
does a nickel get you like a gigantic? Does it get you a gigantic
I'm not
room?
there yet.
Okay.
If you give them a nickel, will they play with your dickle?
So we went from Prague to Pilsen to Brno. It's like BRNO.
Bruno,
Oh,
it's pronounced
Bruno.
Bruno.
I think it's Brno.
Yeah, Bruno.
Yeah, here's my gaby.
They made a movie about him.
One place that I really liked in Brno, there was this bar that we found. Crystal ended up finding it, and usually you have to have a reservation. But it was like the coolest bar concept I've ever heard of in my life. You walk in, and they're like, "All right, pick a character." There's like 6 characters on the wall, and they're like, one's like I don't know, one's a cowboy, and one's like a Sherlock Holmes, and one is like a lady from New Orleans.
All right, who'd
type
you
thing.
pick? Cowboy?
No, the lady from New Orleans. Because they also tell you what kind of things that these people like. And he was like, she is very much into like mezcal and tequila and some sweet and like savory drinks and things like that. And I was like, okay, that sounds interesting.
Chad,
and so I chose her.
Did you go to a brothel?
Yes,
It sounds like a brothel.
it does. So he chose her.
I chose the woman from New Orleans.
Okay, make me remember the brothel because
Okay.
yes, actually, I'm
Okay.
not lying.
Okay.
I haven't told anyone this yet.
Okay.
So
Exclusive here on Hungry
yeah.
Panther.
So we go in, and then they take you upstairs, and you have this iPad, and you're reading a story of the character you chose, and it's kind of like a pick your own.
Why
story.
did I think that you just said they had this eye patch? And I'm like,
No.
So she's turned into a pirate?
It's like, yes, call it fucking right. Am I right?
So we had this iPad. We're choosing our own story. Like, oh, do you go into the swamp, or do you get to take a boat, or do you kill a guy? Like all this random
God.
shit, and then you choose the story.
Do
and
you
then all
whack
of
a guy? Do you whack a guy off? I
a
mean-
drink pops up, and you show it to the waiter, and that's the drink you drink.
Okay, that's
Period.
cool. That's
you don't
cool.
choose a drink. You choose the story, and the story chooses your drink.
That's awesome.
It was pretty fucking cool.
But what if you hate the drink?
So they did say, because at one point I got the same drink that Crystal got, even though we had 2 different characters and 2 different stories. He's like, well, since you already tried that one, do you want to try the other one? And we said, yeah. And he kind of went to admin mode and changed the story. It's fine. But I did think it was such a cool concept.
I mean, it's
because
kinda cool.
We got to try some really good. Oh, Jesus was a rocker. And one of his drinks was like in this little amp. It was like a
Oh,
little,
really?
yeah, it was cool. I mean, the whole thing was legit. So really liked Brno, even though
Do they have
we were
like
only there
a
for
used
night.
car salesman storyline or shoe salesman or something?
No.
I'd go for
like
that.
named Al Bundy or
Yeah.
something.
Do they have someone that sleeps all day? Because that one sounds great.
It sounds wonderful.
You just drinking ZQL.
Oh my God! Are you from Alabama, boy? Yeah, I'm on that goose and all. No, it sounds like
they give me some tussin.
Right.
Just robo tripping.
Sounds like Chad at the fucking Kid Cudi concert. Fucking chugging goddamn tussin. We're like, Chad, wake up! Ah! Fucking drooling everywhere. God, we can say this now.
Can't even.
I know it's been a very long
Doesn't even
time,
remember
and I
Cuddy
don't
at
have a
all.
job.
He's like, I don't remember.
Almost on stage. No, that's pretty cool. It kind of sounds
cool,
like there was a similar thing in New Orleans at the World War II Museum, and you
Got to choose your own death.
choose your. Yeah, as a matter of fact, you had to pick a person, and they're like, "Did you die?" You're like, "Yeah, I died." Like, and it's an actual story.
I thought it was.
So it was.
Wow. I just pulled that out of my ass.
Yeah, I know you're manning like a U-boat, and it's like, oh, well, you're
that's
dead now.
crazy.
But it's not as cool as your story.
I love.
Hey, you don't get a drink. You just die.
Yeah, you just die.
I love experiences and like different concepts, and that was one of the coolest like bar concept I think I've ever seen.
That's
pretty neat.
It makes it more interactive for persons to enjoy. Like,
But I mean, it seems like it'd take a long time to get your drink.
So they only allow like 20 or 30 people in there. It's a small bar, and you're kind of in this theater seating, and so you're facing the bar. There's a couple of seats at the bar, but all the seats, like Jesus and Crystal, are to my left and right. We're looking at the bar. So you do the story, and then you're watching the bartenders make your drinks, and then they bring it to you. So it was interesting.
That is interesting. It just seems like you have to go through this whole story, and you just like, I could just imagine being so thirsty, and you're like, oh fuck, god damn it, And like the story just keeps going, and 30 minutes later, you finally get your drink, and then you're just like,
Turns out you're watching Benjamin Button, and now you're a baby. Like,
Oh, no.
My drink's milk.
I drink the baby drink.
Fuck.
what is this?
Nobody likes me.
So we left Brno, hopped back on the train, went to Vienna. Vienna was all right. A
you
lot
have
of
any
people love
sausages?
Vienna, but like they did have. Yeah, we actually did have Vienna sausages, and they didn't taste like Vienna sausages from the can.
I don't believe it.
It's just like a white bratwurst, sort of. But it was
what
it was
the
good.
can is. It's just a white bratwurst. It's fine.
So the city was beautiful. Lots of like that's their capital. So there's like it's basically like a DC, like a European Washington DC.
I don't like this beer.
Castles and
I
stuff.
love it.
However, there was one night that we hadn't really drank a whole lot, and we're like, you know what? Tonight's our night. Let's walk around the city. Yeah. We went to another really cool bar that was like in this underground cave. It was pretty neat. Cocktail bar.
That's where most caves are.
The underground.
The underground.
The underground.
If you're wondering, yeah.
And so and this is in Austria, Vienna, Austria. So we're walking, and we're like, let's just stop at anything that kind of grabs our attention, and we'll just go drink in there, right? And so we found this place called Acapulco, right? Acapulco? Yeah. It was a Mexican joint.
Really?
No shit. And like the guys that were behind the bar, one was from Mexico, one was from Spain. All the waiters and waitresses spoke Spanish. Almost everyone in the bar was like either Spanish, South American, or Mexican.
I love that.
And
It's like us going to the Canadian bar in Cuba.
yeah, we ordered margaritas. Dude, they were going nuts because Jesus was talking to him in Spanish, and they were asking where he's from, and in Mexico and the U.S. and all this other stuff. And of course, it was different for them because they're saying, okay, like if I went to, I don't want to sound racist. Never mind. I'm not going to say it.
No. Let's go ahead and get it out there.
No, like what if I
Just real quick, Chad is a racist.
No, I'm not. But like if you go somewhere and you assume someone speaks a certain language and then they don't, right? And so like the guy expected Jesus to be Mexican, and he is, but he was like, I'm Mexican through Fort Worth, through California, and this is my wife that is also Mexican-ish, but she's from the States and she doesn't speak Spanish, and it was just like blowing the guy's mind. Like, you know what I mean? Like you try to connect these dots, and then I was just the white brother. He was like, this is my brother. And the guy's like, I don't understand any of this.
Neither do we, but it works.
Right.
So.
They had mariachi band. Mariachi band was awesome.
That's not racist. I don't know why you thought that was racist.
Well, I was going to say, like, if you...
You were about to do the voice, weren't you?
When you see someone of a certain color,
They were giving us
and
mean
race.
burritos.
like, say if you saw our friend Holly, right?
And you would immediately
And she
think-
was in France, and she's speaking nothing but French, and you're like, well, what? I'm confused.
oh, that's like the black people in Cuba speaking Spanish that blew my mind.
Afro-Latino.
Yeah.
Which
Like
is-
I've never
I mean,
seen
that's Caribbean, but
right,
yeah.
but I'd never seen that aspect of it, right?
Right. It's just like that mental expectation that blows your mind. Again, why I love traveling so much, because it just makes you realize that
I don't think it's racist. It's just that you have this like already preconceived
Like
I guess
I'm better than you think?
No,
Is that what it is?
No.
Is that what it is?
No.
Oh, I'm
No,
more
'cause-
supreme since I'm from the United
No,
States.
you
and
know,
my skin is
that would be
fair.
racist.
you have this preconceived like thought because of what you know.
You look at a person, you're like, I think I know what language they're going to speak, and it's completely different.
That's racist.
Whatever. All right. moving
Your
on.
eyes? That's gay. That's homophobic.
So we left the Mexican joint, and we went to, we were almost close to our Airbnb, and we're like, all right, let's just pop in a place and have a few beers. So we did until they kicked us out because it was getting pretty late. And there was this one place that we saw.
All right, you gotta get the fuck out.
We walked by. She basically did. I'm pretty sure there was only two tables. There was one with the three of us, and this one table with these guys that spoke I think it was German because it's in Austria, but they're speaking German. They just kept looking at us. I'm pretty sure they were mob. And so like it was a coffee shop, and they were serving beer. And so we just walked in because the lights were on. And so they kept looking at us like, we need to get the fuck out. But we had like 3 beers. We were taking our time. And finally she's like, no, seriously, you got to get out. And we're like, okay. So we left. Those guys stayed. So I have no fucking clue what was going on. We got the fuck out of there. Austria's weird at night. So right by our Airbnb, there was this place that earlier in the day we were having a full-on conversation about, thinking that's a strip club. Jokingly, right?
Yeah,
It kind of has vibes of a strip club. We thought it might be a strip club.
Yeah.
And then Crystal, it was her idea because we had been drinking heavily.
Let's just go in
She's
there.
like, let's go see. I bet you're wrong. Let's go give it a try. So we went into this place. It is not a strip club.
It's a brothel.
It is a fucking brothel.
Nice.
This place has 3 booths, 1 bar. It is no bigger than this room. And as soon as we sat down, they bring us our drinks, and girls just crowd the booth, and they're like, come back with me, and we're all like, no, we're fine, thank you so much. And it was real weird. I don't know, and we were already drunk. We're like, just leave us alone, we want to drink our beer and go. So we drank our beer and we left. Right, the next morning, I woke up at 5 a.m.
and I had a hankering for brothels.
I woke up at 5 a.m. on the couch with my phone on the ground, fully clothed. Jesus, one shoe off, in bed, fully clothed. Crystal, I don't know, in bed with Zeus, but I don't know if she was like wearing what she was when we were. I don't know, right? But something wasn't right. Then I went to bed and I was just like, I had a fucking bad hangover, and so they woke me up at 8:30 in the morning and they were like, hey, what happened last night? I was like, fuck if I know. I don't remember anything after leaving the brothel.
Did those ladies of the night roofie
They
you guys?
roofied all fucking three of us. And I'm not joking. I was very, you know me, I'm like data driven. I'm like trying to figure out, okay, could we just all have been that drunk at the same time?
Yeah.
No. As soon as we left the brothel, none of us remember walking home, going up to the stairs. We don't know if we took the stairs, the elevator, how we got in. I didn't know where the keys were. We got roofied.
Yeah.
At a brothel.
You know, it's funny they call them
In
roofie.
Austria.
They should call them flories because you end up on the floor.
You know, I've said this before. My birthday a couple years ago when we went to the strip club.
Yeah.
I think I did.
You think you roofied yourself?
No. Yes.
It was meant for someone else.
Because I was with you and Crystal upstairs at the champagne room.
Yeah.
And we were smoking cigars. I was single at the time, by the way. I'm just going to reiterate this. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. But like I was with the three of you, and then a stripper comes up, and then she's like, "Do you want to go into the private room?" And I'm like, "Maybe." And then I was like, "What can I do in the private room?" And she's like, "Anything you want." And I'm like, "Really?" And then she's like, "Yeah." I was like, "How much?" And she's like, $500. And then
I'm
Chris was like,
"Whoa,
no, he has no money because we're smoking cigars upstairs."
Right.
And so y'all shoot her away. I blacked out right after that. I was already drunk where we were before. I sobered up, drank a lot of water to the strip club. I blacked out right after that.
Bro, these girls out here
Look,
roofing
And
dudes.
then come to find out, people, the girls over there, I didn't say the strip club, did I?
Yeah.
at Bucks."
It wasn't at Bucks, no.
Oh, you said
Bucks
a
is-
strip club.
Bucks is a classy establishment, but where we went, like it came out later that they were roofing their customers.
Isn't that what Cardi B did?
Yes, well,
like
and the plot of Hustlers.
But no,
The
she
Jennifer Lopez
but
movie.
she admitted to doing that
Yeah,
in real life.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So Cardi B actually did that.
What I'm thinking is like, what if we would have stayed for one more beer? You know what I
Oh,
mean? Like,
man.
what would I have lost?
dude, you would probably
My phone,
like
your virginity?
your kidney, your fucking
My kidney,
bro.
my virginity would be gone, and I wouldn't have any
This
memory of
man's
it.
a saint. This man's a virgin. Hallelujah, the man came back. I tell you right now, play my music. Play my music, Tim. You got it.
He doesn't have music queued up like that.
Not like you want. Okay, wait a second. No, I don't. I don't have that music. I don't have
This
that music.
man's a man of God. I tell you right now, tell you this. He is blessed and blessed upon the ages. Okay, that's it. Okay.
Yeah, that was good. Oh my! And then we're gone.
Have y'all not
wrong
seen
fader.
Hustlers, Jordan?
So
All right.
basically,
Wait a
moral
second.
of the story is we got roofied, but joke's on them. They wasted that shit because we left.
Did you?
They wasted perfectly
They
good
wasted
drugs.
perfectly good roofies
While you
on
were-
three of us.
While you were in Austria, did you see any funny little mustache men with funny haircuts?
No.
None of that. Okay, good.
But I was gonna I brought y'all things, and I was gonna get things out as I talked about the countries, and I completely forgot. I brought you boys some absinthe
Oh, I love absinthe.
that real
actually.
absinthe?
from Czech. This is the real shit. Yeah. Did you want to get a couple of shot glasses?
Yeah,
You got
I'll
some
get some votives.
Do you got a little sugar? Do you got some
We're
sugar?
taking this straight, bro.
I like it with a little bit of sugar.
I know, but I don't care.
All right.
We're gonna take this straight. So
I like absinthe.
So
man.
yeah, that was Vienna, Austria, and then it was a quick hour train ride over to Bratislava, and then you can go ahead and ask your question you were
All
asking
right.
earlier.
Does a nickel get you the presidential suite? Is it so much so that the person you give the nickel slaps his boss in the face and says, "I quit"?
I'm starting my own hotel.
Yeah. Did that happen? Please say it.
No, but we actually. So Crystal was like, "Why did you want to come to Bratislava?" I was like, "Have you ever seen Eurotrip?" And she's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Well, they go to Eurotrip, and the place is just a shithole." And then I looked it up, years later.
it's actually beautiful.
It's beautiful. And so that's why we went. We actually watched Euro Trip in Bratislava because we were so tired. We just watched that and passed out after we were out all day. But Bratislava was beautiful.
Do they
I would
play?
go back.
Did they play Euro Trip 24/7 there?
No.
Scotty doesn't know 24/7.
And it is cheap, but it's not that cheap. Like not even close to that cheap. Paying a nickel and buying a hotel.
Inflation, man.
Yeah, I guess. So we left Bratislava. Okay, let me go ahead and pour this absinthe. So this is from Czech Republic.
Oh, no. All right.
Na 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 na.
Y'all ready to hallucinate?
Getting tricky.
You don't hallucinate off of absinthe anymore.
You hallucinate with your.
You gave him a
out of
lot.
the-
You don't have hardly any left for you.
No, I had mine.
Is this got roofies in it?
This motherfucker's gonna.
I found
roofie
this.
us.
I found this.
He's like, happened to me. It's gonna happen to you.
I found this at the
It actually smells
brothel.
really. It smells
Also,
really good.
ladies, watch your drinks.
I mean, everybody at this point.
I'm a
just watch your
fan of.
drinks.
Actually, men, don't
Yeah.
be fucking pricks.
Oh.
Don't be fucking assholes.
I'm a fan of. I'm a fan of licorice.
Cheers.
I'm a fan of liquor downer, inside and outer.
Are we
I
doing
just-
a
I
shot?
just
Are we
made
just
that up.
shotting it or?
Shoot, I guess. Ooh. That was actually pretty good.
Yeah,
It was very herbal, spicy.
it tastes like licorice.
So it's
Oh my-
called Euphoria Original.
Do you
It's
taste
got-
pickle? Can you taste pickle?
Yeah.
No, no, no,
It's got a little green fairy on the front,
me see it real quick.
like from the movie Euro Trip when they're in the bar.
Holy fuck! That's 70% alcohol.
No.
Yeah.
It's got.
You're gonna give Jesse the business.
It's got to be 70 proof, like 35%.
70% alcohol by volume.
Dirty pop.
So yeah, we left Bratislava. We went over to Budapest.
Budapest.
Definitely would have liked to have spent more time in Budapest. It was raining. I was only there 2 days, and one day it was
A
like
little hot.
just raining all
A little
day.
hot.
Right,
A little hot in here.
Yeah.
Toasty,
Yeah.
mosty.
And so I got another liquor
cool.
from there in Hungary.
I'm
Budapest.
hungry.
Yeah,
I'm
Budapest,
hungry
And so
for
this is a
tortillas.
Hungarian liquor.
Okay.
Have you ever watched
made my
Jack
mouth go numb.
Whitedale and Father Travels the World, or whatever the fuck it's
No.
called?
Jack Whittle.
Whitehall.
Whitehall, yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Have you seen that show?
No.
It's hilarious. Him and his dad, he's a comedian.
Do you have
His
to have a
dad is
speech
like
impediment to say that? That
Whitehall?
guy's name?
I think it's just Whitehall.
It's like
Jack Whitehall.
Like McKethlewaite.
Is someone-
Micklethwaite.
Nicholas Waits.
You got to have
if
a
someone in the
speech
chat
impediment.
knows, is it Jack Whitehall or Jack Whitedale?
I think
or-
it's Jack Me Off Hall.
I believe
Either way,
you're right.
so they go to Hungary and he makes his dad drink this liquor. It's called Unicum.
What? Wouldn't me and
yeah,
me
I'd
come?
say I'm going to come too.
What's the place Tapatio? Yeah.
So this is Unicum. This is all the way from Hungary. It was started like the recipe goes back to 1790.
Okay.
It's basically the Hungarian Jaeger, but apparently it's better. I didn't actually have any while I was there. Like they had it at all the bars. Everyone's talking about it. It's a big deal. But apparently it's kind of like Jaegerish, but better. You ready?
No.
Yeah.
Look, I was just talking about this today that I have an issue with smelling Jaeger and I have an issue smelling Red
Okay.
Bull.
It doesn't smell like Jaeger at all.
Okay, then
Ooh, that actually smells good.
I'm good with that because if it smelled like Jaeger, it's like an instant like gag reflex. That looks like Jaeger. That looks like fucking Jaeger.
I'm about to order me some Tapatios.
It is a herb liquor like
herb.
I'm not gonna shoot this.
Like
I don't want to shoot
peaches
it.
and
I don't want to
herb.
shoot it. It smells like it'd be good with some Coke though.
Really?
Yeah, it's got a
You're not going to shoot it?
no.
All right. So, yeah, Hungary was pretty cool.
It smells like a cola.
Budapest has got all sorts of like they've got these natural spas where like the water is naturally warm and things like that. But it was so like rainy and stuff. We didn't actually go to any of those. Oh, we did do a beer spa. Did
Yeah,
y'all
I
see
saw
that?
that.
I did. Yeah.
In
yeah, yeah.
Czech?
That was-
Dude, that was fucking cool.
Were you real sticky afterwards?
No. So like, they have a shower too.
Oh, okay.
So like they put you in these tubs and they're ginormous tubs and they just fill them with beer and they turn on the jets kind of like a
Yeah, like a jacuzzi, yeah.
jacuzzi tub, and then they have a beer tap right next to the tub. And so Jesus and Crystal, these are huge tubs that fit like 2 to 4 people. So Jesus and Crystal are in one, I'm in one. We got our entire room to ourselves, which is nice. And then we're just like drinking beer as much as we can
Are you
for an
supposed to be
hour.
nude in there?
I mean, are you supposed to be? No.
No, it's not one of those places.
No, we were wearing our swim stuff.
I mean, I saw that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like,
Until I'll be real. At one point, Jesus picks up his swim trunks and goes, "Oh, Chad." I'm like, "You motherfucker."
that doesn't surprise me though. That does not surprise me.
Yeah, so he was butt ass naked. He just wanted to say, I think, that he was butt ass naked in a beer pool or beer jacuzzi. But that was cool because we got to just pour as much beer as we want. It's unlimited beer for an hour and a half, something like that. And then you get out, and they've got these weird straw beds. It's like, oh, it's comfortable. It's straw. Have you ever laid in straw? Just loose straw?
It kind of pokes
It's
you.
pokey.
We could have done that on Saturday. I just ordered tacos.
Fantastic. Get enough for everybody?
Fuck you.
I don't need any
Wow.
tacos.
So we don't
I
give
hate.
a fuck then.
I hate.
All right,
Okay,
cheers.
so we're gonna
Time to
shoot-
drink
I'm gonna
Unicum.
I like.
Oh man.
You can make me.
I only had 2 slices of pizza for lunch today.
It smells good. It
I'm not
doesn't
gonna
smell like
smell it.
Jaeger.
I'm not
No,
gonna
smell
smell
it. Smell it. It doesn't smell like Jaeger. It smells very like.
Doesn't
It smells
taste
like
good.
Dr. Pepper. It smells like Dr. Pepper. I'm gonna chase it down with Natty.
Ooh, that's rough. So initially, it was like supposed to.
I don't want to drink the whole thing.
It was supposed to be a medicine, and you can kind of like it tastes medicinal, right?
It's fucking medicine. That's gross. That's disgusting.
Whether they drain the tubs and serve the dirty beer in the. God damn it!
Cheers. Let's finish Tim's.
Oh
Switch
man,
over, baby boy.
I need something else in my mouth.
All right, I'll go ahead and give you this then.
Is it
Take two.
goddamn ice?
No,
It's a LaCroix.
I brought you all beers from Colombia too. All right, so yeah, that concludes trip 1. It was fun. It was a good time. I hadn't been to any of those countries, so that added to the country list.
Hey, shout out real quick to Megan from Tricks of the Trade for the votives. Thank you
Oh
so
hell
much.
yeah!
God, that stuff. Oh, it's so gross.
God, it is really gross.
That's the roughest
head hurts.
liquor. I would rather drink rakia.
I'd rather
Rakia?
chortle,
Yeah, I'd rather drink rakia.
I'd rather chortle your balls.
You never complain about them, so of course
That's
you
what I'm
would.
saying. It tastes like like Pierce Brosnan.
So yeah, that was the
much
Europe
better.
trip. It was
Cool,
fun. It was a
cool.
good time. It was nice. I'll be honest with you. Just having Jesus and Crystal to myself.
Yeah.
They come in town for a month and they got to spread their love to everybody.
Yeah.
And whenever I went to go see them in Egypt, I was with my parents, and they still have to work and see all their local people.
Hey,
It was
real
nice to have
quick,
them to
I'm
myself.
going to interrupt you. Happy anniversary. Today's 12 years since they got married.
Yep.
And it was also 12 years since they killed Osama bin Laden, so congratulations, America. I remember that vividly. Remember
What?
whenever they
Was it on
killed-
the same day?
Yeah, not the same day, but it was the same week.
Oh, okay.
And remember,
It won't go away.
It won't go away. My
It's just stuck on my
alcohol
tongue.
tolerance is not the same as it used to be.
It's just staying on the tongue.
Hey, speaking of which, we got to go over to the Down and Out and try the Funky Panther Shandy because it is summertime, baby.
Oh, man.
So why not enjoy the summertime then with the Funky Panther Shandy?
I'm
out
so
now.
uncomfortable.
Also, check out your Dallas Stars games and also the the UEFA Champions League final.
That is something that I did yesterday. I hung out with Lance and Jordan. We went over to the Chimmy's to watch the Game 7. Hell of a game.
It would have been cool to get an invite, but I had to take care of a kitten.
Okay.
So-
Okay. So
I miss Lance. I haven't seen Lance in forever.
there was also a lot of
fucking miss you, man.
vintage stores.
Oh, really?
And so I was walking through the vintage store. Jesus had a blowout in his shoe, so he's trying to find some shoes.
A
That he,
blowout in his shoe?
yeah, his soul just came
Before you
right the
take a
fuck
shit
off.
in your shoe,
What the fuck?
and
If
then you,
it
and
would
then
happen
you,
to anybody,
and then
it'd
you
be-
walk in it.
So we were at this vintage store, and I got a hat. And I don't know if you're gonna like it. It's definitely not your style hat.
I'm gonna like it.
but
I already know.
I thought it was fucking awesome.
Oh, holy fuck.
It's like this old school Man U fucking hat.
I like it.
Is that not badass? It's got like mesh on it.
Yeah, that's cool as fuck.
I mean, it's a small hat, and you've got a large head. I don't know how it's gonna look, but
It's nice.
It's a pretty neat hat.
Holy fuck, it says United in the back.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm going to wear this in front of Lance, and I'm going to, make fun of him. Ha ha.
Dude, that's pretty legit. That works. It works backwards for sure. Nice. You like it?
I love it.
Good,
I
man.
fucking
That's
love
nice.
it. Oh, this is really cool.
It looks so good.
This is
Man.
fucking baller.
And then I felt bad because I didn't get you a hat.
Oh,
And so when I was in Costa Rica,
Okay. Yeah.
on the next trip,
yeah.
I don't think you're going to like this one, but I couldn't turn it down because
Okay.
I think it's a beautiful hat.
I'm already gonna like it. Does it have
You're
a?
never going to wear it.
I might. You don't know. Oh yeah, I'm gonna wear that.
Bro,
fuck yeah,
that's
totally
a fucking badass hat, isn't
Where's
it?
the
Why would I not wear this?
I don't know. I tried to wear it, and my head's too big, and I was like, you know what? This would look good on Tim.
I got one of them big
God
heads.
damn, look at this hat. This is fucking cool.
Nice.
This is a really cool fucking hat.
Good.
I love it, man.
Dude,
Thank
of course
so
you
much.
fuan pull it off.
Yeah, dude. Thank you so much.
It even
man.
matches your shirt, sort of, because it's got that like brown and green in it. Fuck.
You know what? I'll be back.
Okay. So that was one trip. Came back for a few days, then went on a cruise with Sarish. It was beautiful. We stopped at Costa Rica, Panama, Colombia.
To stretch this thing out, I've got a big head.
Got that hat in Costa Rica. We had
Yeah, that's
we had
nice. I like
ceviche
it. I
in
like
every
it.
single port, and holy shit, dude! I love
Does the
some
ceviche?
hat.
See, Lance knows. That's
Yeah.
definitely a Tim. It is a Tim.
I'm glad you like it. I
like it,
love
man.
the
I
hat.
love
It's
the
just,
hat, yeah.
I can't pull it off.
No, not everybody can.
Yeah. So we went to Costa Rica, Panama, saw the locks in Panama, like where they take all the ships through. It's pretty neat. Went to Colombia, so got to see some South America. Went to Aruba. Hell,
I had to, man.
man, you'd
had to.
out.
I just fucking
Damn.
had to. This jersey doesn't fit me the way it used to.
Little toit, but you're
fine.
looking good, man.
Thank you, man. This is fucking awesome.
Good. I'm glad you like it.
Chet, whenever you were listening to our other episodes, did you hear all the questions that you asked?
Well, hey, I got a question.
Hey, I have a question.
But okay, this was my. I just got to play it. I want to see
right,
your
here we
reaction.
go.
If you were going to be on one TV show, what would it be? Mine would be The Cosby Show for obvious reasons.
Right, because of the roofies that I just spoke about.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. See, I knew it. I knew that's
Yeah,
what
yeah, for
was
sure.
happening over there. All right. So the cruise was good though.
Yeah, we went to 6 different locations. It was out of Miami. We went to 6 different
6?
places. Yeah, it was Costa Rica, Panama, Colombia, Aruba, which I loved. I didn't realize that Aruba and Curacao are both Dutch colonies, and so they were kind of like this Latin Dutch mix, and I digged it. It was pretty cool.
I like a Latin and a Dutch mixture.
In Aruba, we did the sunset cruise where we just hopped on a catamaran and just drank until the sun set.
Yeah.
Beautiful. In Curacao, I got Sarish to scuba dive.
Oh.
It's pretty impressive.
Yeah. So they have like what you did with Jesse, right? Like a beginner's scuba dive.
Oh, really?
Where you get to see if you like it or not. And so Sarish agreed to it. And so we went scuba diving. The instructor was good. It was just the two of us. So it was like a one-on-one with her. He didn't realize, I told him, I was like, oh, I already have my license, so just focus on her. And so we went down. The water was beautiful there in Curacao. Like, saw tons of fish. Some fish I'd never seen before. The corals were beautiful. It was really cool. She enjoyed it. I think she's going to end up going and getting her license, I hope, because she seemed to really enjoy it. And she did awesome. And then our last stop was Dominican, which I've been to Dominican before, but we were on the opposite side. Like, I've been to Punta Cana, but like this is over near the ports. And we did this thing that she chose, where it's like kind of like what you and I did in Jamaica, like that whole hike up the
river.
waterfalls and stuff,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Except instead of going up the river, we were coming down this river.
Oh
so
man,
we did
went
multiple jumps.
We went up the river.
Oh yeah, we did. That was a hell of a hike.
And up the river.
Yeah.
Yeah, we kept going up the river, and at some point I was put into a washing machine, is what I was told,
Yeah.
What?
and then I was sucked out
Yeah.
into the water.
Sucked off, but yeah.
What?
So we jumped off the cliff a couple times into
Yeah,
this
yeah.
river. The water
Yeah,
was
yeah, I
super
saw that,
cold.
yeah.
There was like these like natural rock slides. We got to like slide down. Dude, it was beautiful. It was really cool. And then we're just like stuck in these rock canyons, just floating in the water. It was beautiful.
Dude,
so
the Eastern Europeans are fucking retarded. I said it. I'm sorry.
wow.
So you're
This
going to
stuff
censor
here.
that, right? You're going to
Yeah, I'll
take that
censor
out.
it.
hard R.
That's a real hard R, buddy.
This stuff is absolutely garbage.
Oh my
I can't
God,
do it.
dude.
I didn't hate it.
Oh.
I didn't love it.
I'm about to be fucking canceled right now.
Listen,
but I'll say it.
Listen, this or Jaeger?
I would rather drink Jaeger.
Shut the
Yeah,
fuck up,
fuck yeah,
really?
Jaeger, dude.
I don't think I could do Jaeger
Bro,
without throwing up. No.
I
was
ain't
so
drinking
bad.
no cum of no sorts. That shit is
Not
fucking.
drinking no unicorn cum.
I ain't sucking no dick or no unicorn,
It is.
buddy.
It is stuck in my mouth. I'm just
bet it
like,
is.
oh
Joke's
my
on
gosh.
you. It's my cum, friend.
So I got y'all those beers from Colombia.
These are really good.
I also brought one more liquor.
Okay.
God damn
Is it Jaeger? I
This
hope
one-
it is.
This one's from Dominican.
I hope it's a Smirnoff.
Have y'all ever heard of mamajuana?
No, but
I know Mama Huevo.
You know marijuana? This is mamajuana.
okay.
So
Mama wanna blood.
mamajuana, similar to unicum,
Mama wanna suck.
I don't-
goes back.
Nine.
Listen,
This is the drunk episode.
I don't want to do
Betsy
it.
Jones is on.
listen. It goes back hundreds of
Look,
years in
man.
Dominican. It was like medicinal, and then it was meant for other things, and then it got outlawed, and then it came back. And so Mama Juana is like the one thing that you get when you go to Dominican.
Mama want to get this thing.
So I got Mama Juana, and it says spicy, but I don't know if that means that it's like hot spicy, or if it's because it's kind of like that where there's lots of herbs and things like that.
Or like a kitten spicy.
They
So if you
usually
mix a little bit of that with the beer, it tastes more like a IPA.
really.
Yeah, it's weird. There was a little bit left. I wanted to clear it out.
So usually when you get these bottles, it's got
Sorry.
like wood and bark in here because
Bark.
they use like rum, wine, and honey, and they put it on bark and herbs and cinnamon and all this random shit.
Like a good old sweet puss.
Excuse me.
Sweet puss.
I gotta tear this off. Do you have a knife? Oh no, here we go.
Man, this liquor, I tell you what, it's not a good episode for me because I gotta get up early.
Bro, you got Tapatios coming. Shut the
me
fuck
too,
up.
man. Me
I
too.
gotta get up at 5:45.
Okay.
I love how he's
This
like,
motherfucker's like laughing and smelling it.
Wash that out. Wash it out because it's gonna get bad
God damn it.
I don't care for any of this.
My love,
at
I'm
this
sorry.
point.
I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna be kind of.
How was this? Why was it outlawed? Because it had violence in the bottle, or what? It made you want to just beat your family.
2, 3.
It had the ghosts of the SS inside the drinks.
1, 2.
I still gotta get to sports, you know.
Oh shit. Okay. Let's
we're gonna get to it.
let's take Mama Juana shots and then move on to the fucking real stuff.
Cheers. Why the fuck did you smell it? Why
Because I'm curious.
it's not you, Tim.
Oh.
You, I expected already.
Oh.
It tastes like cola.
That's weird.
It tastes like cola. Drink the beer.
I thought you said it tastes like cola. Jerk that guy off.
It tastes like cola.
Funny enough, this is the #1 aphrodisiac of Dominican Republic.
My
and this
dick's
is true.
already hard. My
This
dick
is
is hard.
true.
Oh, is that why? Herbie.
Betsy Jones is Mama Juana.
Oh, Herbie, that shit is an aphrodisiac. Yep, you're right, Herbie, from the chat.
You know what?
It is absolutely going to get these three guys rock
I'm
hard.
not gonna lie. My
Alright,
penis
alright.
right now is so hard. Respectfully, it is.
All right, that was the trips. Thank y'all for letting me talk about it.
No,
I hope you
we'll
like.
talk more about it later too.
No, we won't, dude. We're already an hour in. That was it. That's what I was saying. Do we want to do this later? 'Cause I thought we were- now that we're all nice and toasty, the AC's not working. We've all had 3 or 4 shots.
I dropped a hard R.
You fucking.
Dropped
Hey,
what kind of fucking episode is this?
this is the worst episode. The worst episode in the world.
We're gonna get canceled right as I build that brand new studio.
God damn.
I appreciate Lance for saying this fit is nice.
Yeah, man, looks good. I fucking love that hat.
That's why. Yeah, it's fucking.
I love that hat.
I was telling you, I think I need to get a haircut so I can actually wear the hat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna look really good.
And now, Action Sports with Javier. Take it away, Javier.
The Dallas Stars, your Dallas Stars, made it to the Western Conference Finals, defeating the Seattle Kraken 2-1. Very great. Last time we made the Western Conference Finals was in the year 2000 during the, quote, bubble year.
Yeah.
Again, we faced the Vegas Golden Knights. It's going to be a rematch. I'm very excited. It's time for all the bandwagon fans to get together for Dallas. And I'll tell you right now, playoff hockey is the best hockey because it's very exciting. So if you're interested and involved, support the Dallas Stars because, look, we need another championship here in Dallas. But I'll tell you right now,
You tell me right now.
we have won a championship.
He's sitting there looking at me the whole time.
Notice it's weird.
Dallas-Fort Worth has won a championship this week.
Oh yeah.
The Arlington Renegades of the XFL are XFL champions. The first championship here in Dallas-Fort Worth since the Dallas Mavericks won in 2011.
Hey, and we've got the Rangers are doing great. They're number
The Rangers
3.
are the first place in the
They're-
AL West.
Right, so they're
Or
number
East, I don't.
they're number 3
Or-
all overall, right?
They're in
Or
current.
if you're Angie, it's in the ALS. Yeah.
Yes,
Isn't that what she said?
they're number 3 in the Lou Gehrig's
They're
disease.
number 3 in the ALS. Thanks, Angie.
But look, the Texas Rangers are first place. They're going currently against the Atlanta Braves, who are first place in their division.
So what is it? Is it Yankees? Right? No. Bucks are doing good. Or I'm so screwed up right now.
Use your words, boy.
Hang on. Not Buck. The Tampa. The Tampa Bay.
Today,
I keep
Junior.
wanting to say Buck. I keep wanting to say Bucks, but that's wrong. Tampa Bay. They're doing good, and the Dodgers are doing good,
Why are we talking about the Dodgers?
and the Rangers are doing good.
Shut the fuck up. Let me do the news.
Let me do my thing, please.
dude.
Let me finish.
What's wrong
So,
with
as I said before, the XFL, the Arlington Renegades are the XFL champions after coming behind from a 4-6 record
Heyo.
to going further and winning the championship.
Oh,
Me and
man.
Lance and I have already said that we're going to go to, if God willing, if Mike the Bike's cousin is still playing with San Antonio, we will go to that game.
Oh, I would love to, yeah.
It's going to be fun. I can't wait. Even if we got to travel over to San Antonio, it's going to be good stuff.
I mean, Danny lives 30 minutes north. Might as well.
Yeah, right.
Let's go.
I mean, it's hey, we got to take that fancy bus. Okay, so the NFL draft lottery was tonight. The Dallas
Yes.
Mavericks had a chance to lose the pick if they had gotten anything under a 10 pick.
Did you say the NFL and
The
you're going
NBA.
Okay.
Did I say NBA?
You said NFL.
So Dallas Mavericks got the 10th pick in the draft lottery. The San Antonio Spurs, unfortunately, got the first. So
I don't have a boo. I'm sorry.
that means the 2023 draft, this is the third time in like 30 years that the Spurs have gotten number one. The first two were legendary players, David Robinson
Oh, yeah.
and Tim Duncan.
Oh, shit.
So
Wow.
the man to get now is French phenom Victor Wembanyama. This is why I'm scared.
How scared are you?
I'm old enough to give San Antonio the respect
Okay.
because they're built, not bought.
Right.
With Victor on the squad and Coach Pop running
Yeah.
the team,
That's sweet.
it's going to be an explosive team. You're
Yeah.
going to see big things this year from the San Antonio Spurs. It's undeniable that like they're going to be in the playoff picture and even championship conversation. So congratulations to the San Antonio Spurs, even though I really shouldn't give them any congratulations. But I will give talent. I will appreciate them when it's due. And they deservedly so.
You're gonna give them their flowers.
Give them their flowers.
Yeah, all
So fuck the Spurs, but Coach Pop is a great human being. He's a great coach. And deservedly so this year because he was inducted in the NBA Hall of Fame.
Okay.
So congratulations to you, Coach Pop.
Hey.
And also, one more thing before we go. Our buddy was telling us about a story of a child who recently lost his grandfather, and of course this was a while ago. I should have pulled this up.
It's
sooner,
okay. No, it's all right.
All right.
But
So our buddy
Mitch.
from Trend, he told us a story. He's actually having I think a smoke and a pancake with this gentleman who told the story about the kid. Was it a home run?
it was a home run. So a couple weeks ago, an 11-year-old kid's baseball coach, his son attended his grandpa's funeral. That night, the coach's son threw a perfect game, 36 total pitches,
Wow.
5 balls.
There you go. Yeah.
2 balls hit in the play, and both caught in the air, but the kid said, I'm going to win this one for Gramp. Pitched a perfect game, went 3 for 3 with 3 doubles, all off the wall. 12-0. And as a very small aside, his son Jack, who was telling him this story, caught one of the balls hit in the play in center field. Such a great story. You know, you lose a loved one, you play for that loved one, and you excel.
It sounds like an
perfect
Angels in the
game.
outfield type
It
situation.
really does. It
Absolutely.
sounds like a movie, really.
Yeah.
It's such
They
a
should
great
make a movie
story.
about it.
But that day, he had attended his grandpa's funeral. So it was such a great story. And, I mean, what better thing about sports can be said the same thing happened, and I don't want to give any praise to Brett Favre. When Brett Favre's dad passed, the same thing happened. He played balls out.
He's like, I'm going to play it for Dad.
So, I mean,
He
it's
said
such a
that,
great
actually.
thing.
Yeah.
You know, for a child to love and respect his grandfather and play in memory of him and go balls out, perfect game. I mean, just an amazing story. So
100%.
thank you, Mitch, for bringing us that story. And, man, we can't wait for more stories like that. So it's pretty cool stuff. My watch is telling me that, to my phone, that my heart rate's going too fast.
So if you have any stories like that, any heartfelt, any sports, any news, let us know. Send us on all social media at The Funky Panther or call us, text us, 817-677-0408. 817-677-0408. You know, love that kind of stuff, man. And shout out to Mitch again.
Dude, yeah, thank you so much for that story. And, dude, props to the kid and rest in peace to his grandfather. He's looking up, I'm sure, and looking down. And
Yeah,
saying,
you just basically said his
very
grandfather
proud.
was in hell.
So, props to him. Like, cheers.
One last thing. Are we going to that game this week at WO Barnes?
I want to. It's the 18th. Fort Worth
Right.
Vaqueros.
Dude, it's
Do
this
you know-
Thursday.
Yes. Thursday?
Yeah, Thursday.
Yeah. It's Thursday.
Yes,
Vaqueros
sir.
are playing where I've marched on that field.
And the question
a
is,
million
With the
times.
Nazis?
yes,
No, with the
and are
marching
they
band, you fool.
Are they selling alcohol?
I doubt it, but
That
it would
would
be
be so
fun.
cool.
Dude, let's
Dude,
do a tailgate.
did you know that
Come on.
Saturday the Vaqueros played the Dallas Sidekicks? Legendary Dallas Sidekicks.
Yeah.
Like over there at
This past Saturday,
Yeah,
or they do
yeah.
this Saturday?
This past Saturday.
Okay, so that's what was going
Really?
on.
Yeah, man. I wish I would have gone.
I
It
drove
would-
by and I was like, oh, they got soccer going
Hold
on.
on a second. Are they just regularly playing at WO Barnes?
I think it is because like they used to play
How
at
the
Barrington.
fuck did I not know this?
You know that's a
It's
great
up the
field
street.
to play soccer. It's a great field to play soccer.
That's huge.
yeah.
All right.
Huge,
Huge.
as Donald Trump would say.
Huge.
And that,
was
was
Action Sports with Javier.
The action sport.
Cowboy season, mega bong, baby. Let's go.
Wow.
This,
not
the-
really.
the-
You just been drinking. That doesn't
I'm-
make any sense. What you're
I
saying?
know. I'm sorry.
We're so far from Cowboy season.
I know.
And now it's time for news with Tim. Take it away, Tim.
That was more shrill than I remember.
Yeah.
I
Well,
was
thank you.
going for a
It's
special.
very hot in here.
so warm.
It
so
is.
warm.
It-
People don't
it's-
understand that your AC isn't working, and not only are we all jacked up on random fucking worldly liquors,
This motherfucker's wearing a fucking
it's
sweater.
also hot as
I
shit.
thought it was going to be cold in here because it usually is.
It
He was
usually
wearing
is.
no shirt. That's why he's wearing that. He won't take it off because his nipples are like the size of dinner spoons.
Yeah, they're oddly shaped like a spoon.
Yeah.
Dinner spoons.
Yep.
Of all the things you could have chose,
Dinner
you
spoons.
choose an oblong object.
All right.
Go back to Hogwarts, you fucking monster.
Taylor Swift has been branded another complicit white woman after Maddie Healy admitted to masturbating to hardcore pornography that degrades and humiliates black women just 3 months ago.
Man, I did that this morning.
I wish I could make it. I wish I was making that up. That's not AI.
Wait, what?
I'm going to read that again. Taylor Swift has been branded another complicit white woman after Maddie Healy admitted to masturbating to hardcore pornography that degrades and humiliates black women just 3 months ago.
Oh,
Holy
fuck.
shit.
Okay, never mind. I take it back. I didn't listen to the whole thing.
Holy shit.
So earlier this month, it was reported that Taylor Swift is dating the 1975 lead singer Maddie Healy after splitting from her long-term boyfriend Joe Alwyn.
Sounds like a nerd. Hey, Joe. Except for, like, Joe Bro. I love you, buddy.
So,
so many Joes.
I'm sorry. We
know all the
We know
Joes.
G.I. Joe. We know Bency Jones. We know Joe.
Like so far, you haven't mentioned any actual Joe that we know.
Joe. We know Joe Marone, you fool.
Yeah, I know, but you said Busy Jones, Joe,
I mean,
idiot,
Joe Mama.
so this news that they're
Joe
dating.
Mama Wanna,
Ah! Oh, fuck. Hurry. Joe Mama and Ben.
Joe Mama Wanna.
Yes.
Hey, so this news has caused unrest in Taylor's fandom and has left a lot of people disappointed by her decision to date Maddie despite his long history of problematic behavior. The British star was filmed seemingly doing a Nazi salute during a concert in January of this year and has been accused of being anti-Muslim and anti-Semitic in the past. He has also been branded misogynistic over the years, and in 2016, he sparked backlash when he said that it would be emasculating to date Taylor.
Holy fuck.
Bro, that dick game's got to be good, though, I guess.
His appearance on the Adam Friedland show.
Oh, he was on the Adam Friedland show?
Also courted controversy just 3 months ago.
Who's Adam Friedland?
The guy from
Cumtown.
Cumtown.
Oh, okay. All right.
Cumtown!
It courted controversy just 3 months ago, and the episode was pulled from both Spotify and Apple Music because of its highly offensive content that included racist comments about the musician Ice Spice. So, I want to play this.
Oh, no.
This has, in no way, shape, or form, what's that word you got to say?
Shut up.
Just
shut up.
Not something the Funky Panther condones.
Shh. Yes.
Shh.
I don't even know what it is yet. I mean,
It's
don't tell me to
hardcore
it hasn't
pornography.
started yet. Okay. It's
She's rapper.
She's the
girl
rapper
that
from
has
Spice.
one-
Inuit Spice Girl. Just this chubby Chinese lady. Yeah, I rap in music. Do they talk like that? Do Inuits talk like that?
They don't talk with a Chinese
They
accent.
talk like a more Hawaiian style.
Boom, wah.
yeah, more Hawaiian.
yeah.
Welcome to Hawaii.
Yeah, yeah. Locals only.
Locals only.
Coconut.
Yeah, that's what I Spice.
She's a very attractive woman
Yeah.
that released one song, and basically
So
everyone
you
was
slide
like,
in your DMs, you're like, so
Yeah.
what are you, a fucking Eskimo or
Yeah,
something?
yeah, that's what I was like. You fucking dumb.
Yeah. Anyways,
What the fuck?
All right. So that happened, and now that it was taken off of Apple Music and all that stuff. So all that's happening. Adam recalled Maddie being caught masturbating to Ghetto Gagger's pornography just moments after friends had left a party at his house.
Fucking Chad. Chill out, boy. My boy.
For those who don't know, Ghetto Gaggers is an extreme porn website that focuses on the humiliation and degradation of women of color. Wow.
that is awful.
The site's own description reads extreme hardcore face fucking, ebony hood rats, ghetto double penetration, yellow discipline, and interracial throat
Oh,
banging.
hold up, man.
yeah,
That's not.
this is getting,
no.
That's getting
Okay.
pretty fucked
That's
up.
as you know.
Yes.
That's just like fucked up when it comes to porn.
Right,
I would
yeah,
not
right.
Dog fart industries. when
So
it, you know,
yeah, so he got
is the-
got caught with that. But I want to ask this question. Like, all right, so we're agreeing right now that Maddie is. It seems like he's a terrible person, right?
I mean, he's a great musician. I will say that.
He's on a podcast with people that are way worse than we are. I mean, I don't know what you would expect. I mean, those guys say all sorts of crazy shit. And that's why they get money and a lot of things, because of what they say. So, I mean...
Hey, this
That's
episode brought to
fair.
you by the Ridge Wallet. Ridge Wallet. Cumtown sponsored by
Right.
them.
Okay.
Why not
Now,
us?
but why is this? Let me just ask this. I wanna find out. Hang on. Let me get this.
Okay, Tim. I can't wait to hear your ask.
Why is this?
I want you to scream really loud in my ass.
Why is this? Why is this okay?
Don't talk about my mother.
It's just a joke. Relax.
Yeah, my mother's very pretty.
She's a beautiful woman.
Unlike your cross-eyed mother.
Well, you don't have to fucking get.
I'm not Bobby Mother. I'm Bobby Ma. Don't talk about my mother.
So, all right. I want to just know, when is it okay to make fun of accents?
Listen,
Look,
I
I mean-
think there's two things. One, they're friends. They're real friends. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
behind the scenes,
Bad friends, actually.
they're,
Right.
they're bad friends.
Right.
We say shit to each other all the time.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Behind the scenes.
Right.
We don't do it on microphones.
But why don't we?
Well, no, it's like Chad says, like, hey, man, your spick mother, like,
No,
blah-
no. I said your bean-loving mother,
Oh,
and
my
this is
God!
completely different.
Ah!
Listen, I think that there's two things that got to happen. One, you got to be somewhat in a comedian type field, which again does not make it great, but it has to be something like you can't just
But,
it can't
okay.
come out of a place of hate.
Adam Friedland is a comedian.
No, okay, yeah,
He
but
is,
the
right?
guy from the
But
1975
Maddie
isn't.
Maddie is not.
Right, that's
Yeah.
the deal.
And that's the whole concept. Like, the controversy, he's not a. There are times where the 1975 have played, and they're like, there's a clip on TikTok where he's like, the band doesn't want me to talk about this, but I don't think it's controversial, and the band will play over him before he talks.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So, I mean, like, totally. I mean, the thing is, like, with these musicians and artists that are white, I mean, they got shitty views. I'm not trying to be a fucking asshole.
No,
when it comes to
I
white
get
people.
that.
I mean,
Yeah.
don't put everyone in one category.
No,
What I'm getting.
Some white musicians,
Some
have shitty
honkies, some
views.
honkies, they.
So coming in from the chat, careful with accents from Bincy Jones. And yes, you got to be careful with accents.
Agreed.
So it's okay if you're comedians and you're making fun of like Bobby Lee's mom.
And it's also, I mean, obviously it's content. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
I don't know. Like, could they get canceled if the wrong person heard it and they took it somewhere? Yeah, 100%. But at the same time, like, you've got to have that persona that I don't give a fuck if I get canceled. And for sure, those two do not give a fuck if they get canceled.
They truly don't. They truly don't.
Because, I mean,
it's
comedy is like it's fucking finite. I mean, you say whatever you want.
It's like, I mean, Bert Kreischer doesn't care.
No.
Tom Segura tells basically a Hitler joke in Europe. And it's just ridiculous. But those, they don't care. They got tons of money, and they're not going to get canceled.
Yeah. At the same time, like I'm curious because we do say stupid shit to each other, right? In confidence and with some kind of love.
But if somebody overheard it,
right? But like at what point do you get so confident that you're like, you know what? I know this is funny, but I just don't give a fuck if anyone knows because I'm so worried that I'm going to get like in trouble.
Yeah, when you run for politician of some sort, it's going to come up, right?
I mean, I never know. You never know what's going to happen. Like, I'd rather not. But like some of these people, they're already so famous and successful that it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of like the Louis C.K. effect. Like, he came back and
he's come back.
He won an award.
He's got a great comeback story.
Fucking shit. He won an award. Like, he won a Grammy. For his last album. And I mean, honestly, comedy is a different medium.
I mean, I think if it's it's coming from love versus hate,
right?
A place.
But how do you know? You don't.
Place of love.
No,
right.
no. I mean, like, it's weird because they're popular and they're able to do that. Like for us, I mean, it's different because it's like, oh well, someone's going to be like, oh fuck, like Javier like said this and he said it in this way. And like he's wrong for it,
but I mean we all say that.
So
listen, wrong.
Let me ask you. If we were making whatever money we're making now, which for me is nothing, but let's you guys are making what you're making now, and I'm making that too, and the three of us are doing this.
I mean, I'm getting hand jobs from myself, like,
right?
10 times a day
for life. We're just doing a podcast, and you're making what you're making now.
Yeah.
Would you give a shit?
I need more money. I think.
Would you?
I think so.
I mean, let's say six figures. We'll say $100,000. Boom, right? You're making $100,000 a year.
That's the cutoff. I don't give a shit after $100,000.
Okay, so $100,000 and one penny. You're like, I'll say whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah.
What about you? What's your number?
Yeah. No, I mean, look.
Yeah,
if it was consistent. I feel like consistency is everything. For me, it could be 75. As long as I'm like knowing I'm going to get that money no matter what, I'll say whatever the fuck I want. You know what I mean?
Because you're still getting the listens, like the people are still loving the content,
right?
But it's not coming from a hateful heart.
Of course,
it's not. It's not. I mean, obviously.
So so Alex Jones gets a lot of money.
You.
Hey, fuck you.
Alex Jones gets a lot of money.
Hey, everybody, it's me, Alex Jones. I got Alex Jones butt plugs now.
But is it coming from a place of hate?
That's hate.
All the money goes to the Sandy Hook survivors, and there's not any.
You know it's hate because he's yelling. He never laughs. He's constantly talking shit. Us, we say something, look for a reaction, maybe say sorry, maybe laugh. Like that's the love.
The thing about Alex Jones, though, is that he is a denier.
He's a one-man
He's
show.
a reason why. I mean, honestly, the worst human being is Alex Jones because he's the guy that said that Sandy Hook did not happen and all these shootings were false flags. It's hurtful for the parents.
That is true.
It's very hurtful. Yeah. So he deserves everything that he gets. There's a point where you can get canceled when it comes to real life and like saying that things didn't happen.
Yeah.
That you deserve to get canceled for that.
But just talking shit about Javier's mom, it's okay.
That's
right,
rude.
100%.
All right.
Real quick, from the chat, our friend Jordan, cancel culture, basically, canceling is BS. It's bound to happen, but let's be honest. Some people are just way too sensitive. Agreed. I think there is a point that we need to like watch what we say and watch what we do. But there's also a time, a place, and there's a certain type of structure. Again, back to comedians. I've realized that the amount of money I'd be comfortable with is lower than I thought from Jordan.
It's funny. Howard Stern built a whole industry on just pushing that limit, right?
Yeah.
And now but Howard Stern has toned down quite a bit. He's no longer have nude women in their
culture.
having
Cancel
them ride
culture wasn't a
Sibians.
thing in the early '90s or late '80s, or where the fuck he
It
started.
was shock jock radio. Is what it was. I mean, Russ Martin had the same thing here.
Yeah.
You know, and I mean, that's the way it was.
All right.
And it's not to say that. Look, looking back, like things that were said and things that happened were not good. Looking back,
Right.
But still, it's not a reason to go back and cancel that person for what they did. I mean, if it's something serious like sexual assault, that needs to be needs to be dealt with. But when it
roofied in a fucking brothel, bullshit.
I'm canceling those people.
Yeah, they're fucking canceled as shit.
I'm just mad I wasn't there.
But still, like, there's a thin line between.
Let me ask you this though.
Yes.
What's your thought about unions?
I've got a very.
I know.
I've been in a union.
Yeah, and
I've
you've
worked,
also managed a union.
I've managed people that were in union when I wasn't in union. I've worked with labor and legal in order to pass things at a company nationwide to get things rolling. I don't know. I do think that for some people it's beneficial, but sometimes it's a
how
big
do you
roadblock.
how do you feel about when strippers join a union?
Fuck it, do what they want.
So L.A. dancers become only union represented strippers in the U.S.
Wow.
So the dancers at North Hollywood's Star Garden have gained recognition as part of the Actors Equity Association after a 15-month battle with management.
I mean, if you have legitimate issues, and I guarantee you strippers have nutty issues that they have to fucking deal with managers, with people, with assholes, with just people coming in, why not? Like, you have rights, you know what I mean? So I feel like if there's any industry that probably needs it, it's probably the strippers.
Which, you know, we can talk to you about, like, I mean, I don't want to step on any feet, but like
they're the only ones in the country now
that don't have
are union. No, that are union.
Oh, really?
This particular group of dancers.
Maybe is there anything here in Fort Worth? I mean, we talked about doing a tour.
There's a lot of strip clubs here in Fort Worth.
They're not unionized.
Yeah, Texas is not a union state. You don't have you have the right to not join.
I mean, I think the union gets a little cut of some stuff. Y'all want to start a union for strip clubs?
So workers at the North Hollywood Star Garden won formal recognition on Tuesday when attorneys for the club's management withdrew their challenges and agreed to recognize the collective during a settlement hearing.
Wow. That's interesting.
The strippers are now part of Actors Equity Associations, which comprise of 51,000 actors and stage managers. Negotiations for their first contract will begin shortly, according to a lawyer for management at Star Garden. I want to know about this Star Garden, right? It's got to be kind of like a big strip club, like that management's like, holy shit, we better let them union because
is he still talking about the stripper
we're fucked.
thing?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hey, we got real quick for our fans out there. The fucking Panther is going to do a tour of the Fort Worth Strip Club. And
we've been saying that for a while.
No,
but it's going to happen though.
Listen, in the next 2 weeks, we are doing Javier Day. In the next 2 weeks, we said as soon as I got back from this trip, we're gonna do the thing we've been talking about for a year.
We're gonna do what Javier wants to do.
Whatever Javier wants to do for an entire day. We're doing it, and then you'll be within the next month.
You know,
and then I'll be within a month.
You know
after
what's
that.
gonna happen.
We're going to play with cats. We're going to go home and play with Weatherford.
I thought we were
Weatherford the clap. You know what?
Weatherford the clap.
Weatherford the clap. Weatherford the cat, and also he is now nicknamed Arby's roast beef sandwich.
I thought we were gonna. I don't even want to say what I thought we were gonna do.
Okay.
Because that's something I don't want to do with friends.
Do you have more news?
Got one more thing.
Okay, let's hear it. Can't wait.
One more thing.
I hope it's a serious sperm donor.
All right. America's first legal shroom therapy center will charge $3,500 for high dose trips.
Holy shit!
I know a guy that can do it for a lot cheaper.
Can I provide them with the needed product?
So the first licensed facility where people can legally buy and consume shrooms in the U.S. will charge over $3,500 for a high-dose trip.
Holy shit.
Eugene Psychedelic Integrative Center is the first psilocybin service center to be licensed by Oregon, the first state in the U.S. to legalize shrooms for adults.
Can I just say that our medical industry is fucked? Like, why in your mind do you think they could charge $3,500 for a product that costs, I don't know. Because I've never done shrooms before.
It gets better.
But they've got to be like $30.
It gets better. A high dose session lasting 6 hours costs $3,500 plus the cost of medicine.
That's fucking stupid.
Jesus Christ.
Benzie Jones had it right on the money. So only for the rich?
Right.
Yeah.
Typical. Absolutely.
So this is legal for those that can afford it.
The price includes a 1-hour prep session and a 1-hour integration session after taking the psilocybin. A level 1 microdose session lasting 1 to 2 hours costs $500 for an individual. A level 2 microdose, low dose, and medium dose cost $800 and $1,800 and $2,800 respectively for an individual. Group pricing, which is less expensive, is also available.
I never realized how long your eyelashes were.
Oh yeah, they're
Jesus
freaking
Christ,
long,
you got
man.
super long eyelashes.
Kind of feels
bro.
like white privilege.
That I
Your
have
eyelashes.
have eyelashes that are this long.
You long lash motherfucker. I hate you.
No,
son
but
of a
that's
bitch.
ridiculous. Like, okay, I'm trying to think, like, just how can it be? Because even if you had like a nurse, say you had a nurse completely on call at your home because you had, I don't know, some
Okay.
crazy disease, how much are they going to charge you for?
I don't know, but okay.
1,000?
Right.
Maybe?
I don't know.
There's no way.
So while shrooms remain illegally federally, there are many black market delivery services available. One menu offers 60 capsules of microdoses for $160. Larger doses ranged from $50 for 3.5 grams to an ounce for $300.
And again, the Funky Panther phone number is 817-677-0408.
Here's what okay, so the whole thing with the psychedelics, right?
Yeah.
Or with just drugs in general, is they're making weed legal and all that, but it's so expensive. You could get legalized weed here in Texas actually. Thrive Apothecary does it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But it's expensive for lower dose stuff.
Yeah, from one of our listeners, I'm not going to throw her name out
Right.
there. She said that the dosage is really weak.
And you also have to have a card for it.
Yeah, yeah.
Compared to what you can
And
get.
she has
you're
like
right.
that information. Like she has the card, but she says that.
But compared to what you can get from just your local entrepreneur, it's a lot.
Let Javier finish the sentence.
Okay.
No,
I
no.
noticed this listening back to the episode.
Go ahead.
You cut Javier, probably me too,
Go
off
ahead.
a lot.
Go ahead. Go
No,
ahead.
but like Tim was saying, like I mean, obviously, like it's a weaker strain, so I mean, it's like harder for people that it's a rich man's drug, and honestly, everything that's going to be natural,
No, it's a rich man's drug.
that people have been doing for years is going to be more expensive for people like us.
It's not a rich man's drug.
It's not.
It's a poor man's drug, really.
But when it goes to
All drugs are poor
But
man.
to be legal about it.
but
that's
when
a-
it goes to like
that's a fucking shit.
I don't want to say it. When it goes to white people, it's
Here
going to
we
be
go.
more expensive. Honestly, that's the way it's going to work.
I don't necessarily think it's a white people thing. I think it is likely a privilege thing, but it doesn't necessarily mean race. It could mean just those that can afford it. Those,
Why was there an alert for fentanyl when, like, it's been going on for a long time? Why?
Yeah, that was needed. Let's go ahead and stop.
White people are dying.
Yeah.
All right.
But okay, so if you want to do it the legal way,
Yeah,
you can go up to Oregon now. You
Nice.
can do it up in Oregon.
$3,500. Got it.
$3,500. Group pricing is cheaper.
Again, it's about $30 at home if you want to.
Get your friends
You can grow it yourself for about $150.
and have a good time up in Oregon.
Chad,
I'm
we're not
just
going to
saying.
be. We're going to get the FBI is not going to get us because
No,
of
I'm
you.
just saying. I've
That'd
heard.
be the most lame thing. A white man, got this podcast in trouble.
and then I'm going to come straight to you. And go, see, white people get in trouble too.
Fuck you.
All right.
Privilege my ass.
And that's all I got for news. And I'm not going to play the out music.
And that was News with Tim.
I'm done. As Angie says, and now it was news with Tim.
She sounded so
She
southern.
sounded so
Holy
southern.
shit, that shit was hilarious. I loved it. I loved every bit of it.
All right, coming through the chat, I'm going to rent a library book and learn to forage. Yeah, I mean, you might as well, right?
Yeah.
All right, so this was a weird episode where we did things out of order.
Yeah.
And we talked about some things and got into some stuff.
But we didn't have any real content. And you know what? I want to hear from the people. Like we've gotten very structured, and I love it because I'm a very structured, organized type person. But we used to just shoot the shit and just talk about one or two topics for an hour long. You know what I mean? Kind of like what we did tonight. Like we just kind of went on random rants. You know what I mean? Kind of like y'all did with Angie.
Yeah.
And I feel like y'all did with Jared a little bit. You know what I mean? What do y'all want to hear out there? Like, what do you want to hear on the chat? What are you hearing? You know, if you listen to us on the podcast or watch us on YouTube, we want to hear from you. Like, what do you want to hear? You want to just hear the randomness that comes out of the Funky Panther? Do you want to hear the structured, like, what we're up to, the sports, the news, the all the jazz? We want to hear because, like, we're trying to make this better, better, and better. And, you know, I miss us.
I do
a little
too.
Bit.
Hey, so just a hard stop real quick. I want to.
I'm very hard.
I want.
Thanks, Mama Juana.
My wiener's hard.
I just want to ask one. I want to come up with a couple of things. So number one, in October,
Yeah.
we have Arts Goggle.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
More like gaggle my balls, bitch.
Okay, stop. All right.
I'm sorry.
Seriously, let him talk.
All right, I'm sorry.
And we've got a booth.
We do.
Yeah, booth in your butthole.
Okay, I swear to God.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
And we got a booth. And I want to sell some merchandise.
Okay.
So we're coming up with some shirt ideas.
Yeah.
Chad, I want to put the one that you said. I want to put it out there. I want people to tell us if they like this idea.
You know what we're gonna do now?
Come on shirts.
Now,
Come shirts.
Now that I'm back, I'm gonna say next week. Right, next week we're gonna have an episode with just PBR, and so we're not actually gonna be live. We're not gonna be live here in the studio. I'm gonna take that time to take some of the mock-ups and some of the things that we put together and throw them out on our Instagram at the Funky Panther, and we want to know from you what you want, because yes, we're gonna have a booth, we're gonna be there live, we're gonna be doing a podcast, we're gonna have merch, we're gonna go see the musicians, we're gonna grab some drinks.
Tim said he's gonna play Who's in My Mouth, and it's gonna be the two.
We haven't talked to the guys of Down and Out, but it would be really nice if we found a way to get the Funky Panther Shandy in the booth. You know what I mean?
Fuck yeah.
How cool would that shit be?
Oh, that'd be fun.
So yeah, we're gonna be at Arts Goggle. We've talked about it for years now.
Yeah. We thought it was a good idea.
I look
Yeah.
cross-eyed in the video. I'm Bobby Mother. I'm Bobby Mother.
Please don't. Please don't.
Yeah. So we want to find out, because I've got some ideas. Chad's got some ideas.
Yeah. I'm making
have
your ideas happen because you can't put them together.
Yeah, I
Right.
cannot make it happen.
Right, that's pretty-
I've tried. I don't know.
Well, not really.
I did. And if you saw what I tried, you'd have been like,
Oh,
yeah,
God.
man. Don't do that. There was a penis in there.
Listen,
It
I've
got
gotten
really
real
weird.
good with Canva.
Are you doing it with Canva?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Dude, I've been using the shit out of Canva, and I've gotten real good with it.
I got
On the computer, because on the phone, it sucks.
Yeah, the computer's better.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So that's the idea.
Merch coming. Make sure you pay attention to our Funky Panther at the Funky Panther social media so you can kind of help us guide our merch in the right direction. Because thanks to our sponsors at the Printed Threads, we still have some merch that we got to get out
Sam
there.
always has some good ideas coming from the chat. He's
Of
full
course
of
he does.
ideas.
Of course he does. So is that it?
That's it.
Yeah?
That's it.
Man, this is fun. It's so good to be back. I fucking miss you guys. I really did. I truly missed both of you. Even though when I left, I was so ready to get away. You know what I mean? Like, I needed that time, mostly from you, a little bit from you. But it's so good to be back. I love you guys.
Is it because I'm Mexican? Is that
No,
why?
it's just because you're an asshole.
I can't get away from you, man.
You're an asshole. If you don't already do so, please make sure you follow us at The Funky Panther on all things social media. If you're following us on YouTube, thank you. We appreciate you, everyone there in the chat. You've been phenomenal. If you don't already do so, please make sure you subscribe. It really helps us out. Leave a comment, leave a like. It really helps us out on the YouTube channel. And then, of course, I've mentioned it twice now. Text, call, leave us a voice message. 817-677-0408. Shout out to Corey, by the way. Our buddy Corey always hits us up on our Funky Panther number. Do it. If you
He's
just
a
want
great
someone to
man,
talk
that
to,
Corey. He's
just
a
hit
good
us
man.
up. You know what I mean? Like Corey did when he was in Nickel City. Hey, I'm in Nickel City. What are you up to? Let us know. 817-677-0408.
And DM us if you're ever out and about over there at Nickel City. Or
And in Vanish
down and
mode
out.
if you're lonely. All right, everybody. Stay good. I'm Chad.
I'm still angry.
And I'm Tim.
And we three are
The Funky Panther! Fuck, it's good to be back. Love you, motherfucker.
Shut up, Chad.
I gave myself blue balls once.
That wasn't me.